And Jesus' name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have full bars, so if it cuts out, if it buffers, then it's the truth. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Beyond Babbitt. This is your host, Brian Anthony. Brian Anthony. All right. So today is the day, guys. Today is the day. You know, the partial government shutdown. Today, the FCC, today was their deadline. I believe it was at noon or something like that. But it may be maybe by the end of the day. Anyway, so let me just go over this. In the description box down below, there's a link to the article. Um, but this is going to affect us. It's going to affect a lot of things. So the FCC shuts down today if the partial shutdown continues. Missouri. Welcome to Beyond Babbitt. Okay, so FCC shuts down today if the partial shutdown continues, which means it's okay. So this is what they say: all FCC activities will cease, except except those immediately necessary for protection of life and property. The majority of the employees will be furloughed, sent home, and that's 83% of the FCC will be like laid off, furloughed, and this is going to result. Yeah, but it's going to do more than that, Devil. More than just the curse words. That's going to be affected as well. But this is going to result in a pause in testing and approvals for new devices. It impacts consumers, businesses, and broadcasters. So any new technology, if it can't get an FCC approval, it can't come to the public. It's going to affect us. It's not going to affect them. They already have AI. They 30 years ahead of us. The stuff they already using, they don't need the FCC. That's the military industrial complex. So us, we're not going to be able to get anything new. Imagine us turning into North Korea or Cuba. See, no new products, same cars, same everything, same no new technology, electronics. FCC, that's what proves that. And then they also said it's going to affect those who want to get licensing. Like if you want to be a broadcaster or something like that, they're not even looking at them. Those people are going home. The employees that would look at your license and approve it, no, they're gone. Today is the day. So that would be 83%. 83% of their workforce. They said they had like 1,400 something employees, something like 1,445, and something like 245 would remain working. 1,200 is kaputs. Yeah. This guy just ran over the curb, man. Okay. So that's gonna hurt us. It's like I can say this. They're trying to say that Trump didn't go on Christmas break, didn't go on a New Year's break, waiting for, yeah, he was waiting for the Democrats to submit a proposal or something to try to quash this thing, right? And they went on break. They went on vacation. So here's the deal, guys. The planned chaos is coming. This is a part of it. There's another migrant army coming, 15,000 of them. They're already on their way. They formed in Honduras. Forming or formed in Honduras. Of course, who can organize 15,000 people? Can you do it? Okay, so this is big, okay? And they're coming. They're saying boots on the ground in Washington State. Boots on the ground in Washington State. Yeah, them's taking over today. The stock market actually opened up. It went down as low as 600 points today. I don't know where it is right now, but that thing is toast, man. It's cooked. From my understanding, Deutsche Bank has been delisted, which means this credit rating is, and it's going to be a domino effect. That means that bank is pretty much belly up. 530, yeah. So, Deutsche Bank is the biggest bank in Germany. It's a big bank. A lot of stuff, a lot of these. Okay, guys, we know about the bailouts, right? The quantitative easing, the QE1, QE2, QE3, where we bailed out the too big to fails, the banks, printed money, right? Well, that's going to cause the fiat to fail. It's going to cause the fiat to fail. There's too much fiat out there, too much paper. And so now, most of it was thrown in the stock market. CT Rock, no, I don't think it's going to go down 2001 day. It would be too obvious. The game they're playing is boiling the frog. So what happened with the fiat is so much of it, they threw it all in the stock market. That's what made it go so high. They be buying back their own stuff, and they suckered everybody else into it too. And a lot of people made money, and a lot of people are greedy. They're going to keep throwing money into it. This is boiling the frog. I guess it's been 10 months, 11 months ago, however long ago, I called it. I called the stock market would fall starting September 28th, like clockwork. And now last year it lost all of its gains, and it opened this year with no profit, no gains. But it's going slowly. It's not going to do the Great Depression stuff, and then one day, boom! It's too obvious. Everybody will see that. Everybody's prepared for that. They're going to do it slowly. Go up, down, bring it back up, down, up. But eventually, I think the Dow possibly may go to like 5,000. Yeah, let's get those likes up. Let's get those thumbs up, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, eventually, personally, I believe the Dow could go to something like 5,000. This is going to be the biggest crash ever. I mean, you ever heard the saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall? Well, the stock market has never been this high, especially the Dow. And it just has a long way down. And it's the domino effect. It's the same thing that happened in 1929. The stock market crashed in 1929, which caused the Great Depression. That all the experts are already saying our numbers are already worse than the Great Depression. So what we're seeing is an illusion. Yeah, the plunge protection team will pump it up. They won't let it go down more than 400 or 500 in a day. If it goes down to 1,000 again, it's too obvious. The next day it'll have to go, they have to keep people throwing money into it. If it just drops too far, nobody's going to throw another dollar at it. But right now, people still have faith that it can come back. But what we're seeing is an illusion out here. Everything's credit. Everything is IOU. Yep, devil dog, I believe it. Everything is IOU. And see, a lot of these banks and things like that, they can call. They trying to stop me. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened the other day. The other day I did a live. And when I stopped the live, it showed you how many people watched your live. And then when I went back to watch the live, they had chopped some of the numbers off. I'm like, wow. Do it now. Wow. And then when I go into my account, it's still different. They're showing me on this screen, oh, you got 54. But I believe in reaching more people than the numbers say I am, definitely. Oh, they wouldn't be messing with me like this. I mean, I got full bars, you know, and all of a sudden it just cut out. And, man, come on, man. Anyway, so the currency is failing, guys. In 1933, the United States went bankrupt. And that's why they confiscated all the gold. Exactly, devil dog. Exactly. Exactly. I've noticed the same thing. But you know, okay. Yeah, buffering. So what happened in 1913, guys? Let's do a little history. 1913. Creature from Jekyll Island. You had these my email, send it to beyondbabbitt@gmail.com. So 1913 is when we got the Federal Reserve. And they did it during like the Christmas break. You know, it takes like a 3/5 majority to ratify something like that. Well, everybody was going home, so they didn't have the numbers to ratify it, but they did it anyway. So we have the Federal Reserve Bank, which is a private bank. It is not federal. It is not government. Okay? In our Constitution, the United States Constitution, I believe it's the 9th Amendment, where it talks about sound money is silver and gold. And it says only the United States can coin money, can make the money for the United States, silver and gold. And in 1913, the Federal Reserve usurped that. Now, this is how we get to what you call the Federal Reserve note. On the back of it, it's not money. It's a note. It's debt. So how that works is the government, the Treasury Department, goes to the Fed and say like, we need $1 million. The Federal Reserve say, okay. They go to the printing machine, beep. They print up $1 million. They give it to the Treasury, and they say, now you owe us $1 million with interest. Out of thin air. The money is based on nothing. It's not money, it's currency. Beep, printer. Print out $1 million, you give it to them, and they owe you that $1 million plus interest. Wow. Why couldn't we just print our own $1 million and we owe nobody nothing? That's the scheme of the central bank. That's the scheme of the central bank. Wesley Clark. Those are the countries who didn't have Rothschild-controlled central banks. The 7 countries in 5 years, Syria is one of them. Iran is one of them. So in 1929 is when the stock market crash happened. Everybody didn't go broke. We back again? Okay. All right. Yeah. Eventually we're going to go to war with Iran. I think Iran is on the list. But see, Trump has changed it. Trump want to go to war with China. The New World Order don't want to go to China. The New World Order wants to switch everything to China. Yeah. But the Federal Reserve had a 100-year charter. So from 1913 to 2013 was their charter. They were supposed to pack their bags and leave in 2013. Whereas 2018 now. The dollar is dead. The dollar is dead. And it's a deck of cards out there. It's a deck of cards. All currencies are interconnected. It's a global economy. All economies are connected in the system. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Sarah Evans. So, if the okay. So Russia, China, India, and Turkey, they hold trillions of U.S. debt and bonds, treasury bills and stuff. That's dollars. If they all sell them treasury bills, cash out, think the stock market is falling now, that'll sink everything else. And as I was alluding to earlier, as I was speaking about earlier, banks can call a note. This is what I was saying before the AI blocked me out, and took me offline. I had to come back online. But this is what happened during the Great Depression. A lot of the banks call the notes on people. And it's like, when they call the note, you have to, they say, pay me everything you owe me now. You know what I'm saying? I understand we had agreed you pay such and such every month for so many years. But if they call a note, just say, whatever you owe. Oh, you owe me $280,000. Okay, I need that right now. If you ain't got that, I need my property back. I need whatever this product is, whatever this is, I need it back right now. That's calling a note. So, I don't know. All I know is, on the other side, guys, the new system is already ready. Yeah, everybody's playing. It's spy versus spy. Russia detained some U.S. people, and China detained some U.S. We detained some Russians, and we detained some Chinese. It's spy versus spy. But there's a new system on the other side, guys. It's already built. It's already built. The dollar is dead. All fiat currencies are dead. Dead in the water. Foreign exchange, Forex. If one of them falls, boom, all of them. If the dollar falls, boom, all of them. Now the Chinese yuan is gold backed. So it might have a chance, and that's why all of our allies and everybody else is signing up with the yuan and dumping the dollar. So we know about Bretton Woods, right? In 1971, we went off the gold standard and went on the oil standard, the petrodollar. Wow. Yeah, Japan might not make it. Japan might not make it, man. They've been keeping us afloat. We've been keeping them afloat, but they've been in a bad state for a long time. Yeah, not enough to cover. Exactly, Adam G. Not enough to cover, especially the dollar. It's not enough. The world doesn't have enough assets, period, to cover the amount of fiat dollars out there that's been made during all the QEs. It's too much dollars. So basically, it has no value. And once the rest of the world decides to dump it, it's all coming home. And then that's when you get your Venezuela, where you take a stack of money to buy one chicken. That's where you get your Weimar republics. Your Weimar republics, where you take a wheelbarrow of money, wheel it in there just to buy dinner. Wheelbarrow full of money. Because it's fiat. You print too much of it, it's not based on anything. And it's worse, y'all ain't seen it yet, because the derivatives, oh man, we finna have a problem around here. Y'all gonna see why. Y'all gonna see why the UN is coming. Y'all gonna see why there are domestic deployments in the United States. Because with the MERS and all that type of stuff, a lot of people think they own their houses. They don't. Robo-signing, some of this stuff not legal. And they're going to take that, oh man, it's going to be civil unrest. Civil unrest. And I think it's kind of planned. So we see the FCC is shutting down today if a deal is not struck. And, of course, it's not struck. I don't see it. And next month, by the end of this month, they cut off food stamps. They're going to cut off food stamps. They're saying 38 million people. 38 million. Me, I think those numbers are fake. I think it's more like 50 million. So 50 million people. It's gonna be trouble. So you got 50 million people that's dependent here, right? No more SNAP, EBT, food stamps, whatever. You got another 15,000 coming from other countries saying they're entitled, saying, hey, we entitled to this. This is ours. We want this too. Can you smell civil unrest? Yeah, Missouri is going down. Can you smell civil unrest? So this is right around the corner, guys. The new system is built. They built it. They're already using quantum computers, cryptocurrency. Come on, man. It's military. Blockchain. Come on, man. It's military. It's DARPA. Ain't no Quasimodo. Ain't no Quasimodo creating no Bitcoin and no blockchain. It's the system. People be like, oh, no, it's independent. It's not central bank and all this. Come on, man. No anonymous person just going to create a whole system. Oh, no. Like, you can't believe that. You can't believe that. And I believe that Operation Q is real. Operation Q is real. There's a lot of people who really want martial law. Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of supporters of that stuff because Q at one time, I think Q was supporting Snowden and Assange. Now he against them. You know, oh, they're traitors and then, shoot, man. Hive. Like that movie Sale I was telling y'all about. It just brainwashing. Plus the 5G is coming. Ooh, ooh, y'all need to detox. I'm serious. You need to stay detoxed. Because it's going to be, they already can do voice to skull. They already can do voice to skull. They've been able to do that for 60 years. And now they're going to have a, every 40, 50 feet, they're going to have a tower now. Sure, man. You think you was mind control. Yeah. So actually this 5G phone I have here, I noticed in some places, I don't like to have it too close to me because I can feel it. It feel like it's tickling my body or something. I'm like, am I tripping? And I'm probably not tripping. I scoot it away from you, man. Because they're starting with California putting up all the 5Gs, but shoot, man, it ain't gonna take them long. That's what they're gonna do. Even while the FCC is shut down, they're gonna be putting up these 5G towers, man. Yeah, people scared, man. People not gonna do nothing to touch that stuff. Yeah, Metal Sheep. And I saw that Zuckerberg had that thing on and it was black. And I'm like, man, I bet it's some black goo in that thing. I bet it's some black goo in there. It's the AI. The AI already can read your mind. You see? It's not, it's 5G, it's quantum. Everything quantum is actually in the spiritual world. It's not like you need a tech, to come fix it and understand it. And no, it's way deeper than that. 5G is quantum. It's out of this worldly stuff. Quantum. Yeah, it's something else. We going into another time. For real. For real. So I don't know, man. I would say this though. If you have the ability to pay off your debt, pay it all off. Pay it all off. Because they might start debtor's prison again. Yeah, Rebecca Davis. But they got everybody hooked on these cell phones. So if you can pay off your car, pay it off. If you can pay off your house, pay it off. Whatever that you bought on credit, pay it off. And personally, it's a saying that you should really make a part of you. If you can't touch it, you don't own it. A lot of people think the banks are here to help them. No, the banks are here to help themselves. They're here to make money. They don't care about you. You got to make the right decision. And these banks, you heard Dutch Bank has been delisted. Okay, that's a big domino to fall. All these banks are interconnected. And the derivatives, it's going to be one domino after another. If you get caught, if you can't touch it, you don't own it. Rehab, that's interesting. I noticed all of the quote-unquote elites, all of these big politicians, ain't been no social media stuff, no tweets, no nothing for about three weeks, something close to that. And somebody said Obama put out some stuff, but it was some old stuff regenerated. So either they're all in their bunkers, because this Gitmo stuff, man, it's kind of hard to believe. So they say George H.W. Bush was executed. He was 94 years old. Was he 94? Yeah, 94 years old. Why don't they do somebody young? Okay, they say McCain was executed for treason. Okay, they say he had brain cancer. Why is everybody old and sick who they supposed to be executing? This Q stuff, this military tribunals. It's a new report out there saying that George W. Bush turned state's evidence. He said that he wasn't with the pedophilia that his dad was doing and all the other so-called elites. And he turned state's evidence. He gonna tell it on everybody. Yeah. And to be honest, man, with all this surveillance, you don't need to turn state. They know everything they need to know. You know what I mean? Come on, man. All your technology is monitored. Every room is bugged. I mean, they got microphones. They can hear you from across a football field. They can hear you clear as day. Come on, man. Come on, man. They don't need him to turn state's evidence. It's not like he's gonna give up some secrets they don't already know about. Come on, man. It's fake. They got people believing this stuff. You're not gonna. I want to see if it's really happening like that. Show it. You showed Saddam Hussein getting hanged. Yeah. So all these old people and these sick people dying, they say, oh, well, yeah, they went to the military tribunal. They was executed, put to death. Oh, really? Well, do somebody young. Do somebody that's more believable. Yeah. Really show it. Show it. If there was a treason, if they, was a crime against the country, well, the country need to witness that then. Yeah, I don't believe it. I know for a fact that there are underground bunkers. And that's where these guys are headed. That's where these guys are headed. Yeah, so, I don't know, guys. But I'll tell y'all one thing. It's 37 degrees here today. Yesterday, it was 33 degrees. It didn't get over 33 degrees. But yesterday, it felt like it was negative 10. It was cold. Today, 4-degree difference. Man, this weather's not bad. Yeah, it's rainy, cloudy, not really sunshine. But this is not bad. 4 degrees difference. The weather yesterday had to be manipulated. I'm like, it's too cold to be this cold. I mean, to be this temperature. But then today, 4 degrees difference, man, it's not bad at all. So this then they're saying we're supposed to be in the 70s again in another 2 days. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think they're being jailed or executed. And all the rest of the senators and congressmen, they go into the bunkers. And with this shutdown, everybody, that's the purpose of the shutdown. Everybody gone. And whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Boots on the ground in Washington State. Let me say it again. Boots on the ground in Washington State. Got to mean something to you. Because they made a law. It's a Posse Comitatus Act. And it's illegal to have boots on the ground in the United States. So unless it's martial law, that's the exception. So, yeah, Rebecca Davis. The only thing is you have to have a lot of patience with this. Like I say, they're boiling the frog. This thing they could make this thing play out all 2019. You don't know. It's not gonna just drop all in one day and everybody be like, "Go! That's the signal. Go! Bug out." Nope. They boiling the frog. It's gonna be a long, slow drag. Yeah. So that way they don't lose control of it. They want to stay in control. They take it down. All right, we're back. We're back. Dial down 555. Mm. Well, yeah, guys, this is it. This is it. Yeah, something huge is coming, and it's creeping slowly. That's how they catch you. If it happened too quickly, it wakes everybody up. Creeping slowly, nobody, the government shut down. It's just everything's just trickling out. It's not to alert anybody, to alarm anybody. But if somebody start running up on you with mask on, you gon', But if they walk up to you slow in a suit, you might not have the same alarm as if some strange guys running up on you with a mask from away. You gonna get alert. You gonna be like, what's going on? But if they walking up on you smiling and friendly, dressed nice, you're not thinking the same alert, the same panic. I'm like, wow, how did we get here? Yeah, this is it, Sarah Evans. This is it. So we might have been right. We have been talking about, they ain't gonna knock. They got the batarang. They got the batarang. Boom! And they come in there screaming. When you wake up out your sleep, they know most people are asleep between the hours of 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. And you wake up out your sleep disoriented. They might throw a smoke bomb in there. They come in there with a flashbang. Yeah, flashbang. And get down. And all you don't know if you're dreaming. You wake up and then they get down. Shoot. Then by the time you really up, what's happening? Yeah, and that's that. What's up, Todd Heaton? Okay, so let's talk about this mark of the beast thing, guys. Because it's serious. You need to know this. It's connected to everything, right? It's going to be your social credit score, like they are introducing in China. It's going to be your credit score, like you borrow, things like that. It's going to be connected to your job, your insurance, your health benefits. It's going to be connected to your bank account. It's going to be connected to everything, your driver's license, Social Security. And you are not going to control it. They are going to control it. And they will have the power to turn it off or turn it on. So in fact, they have the power to turn your life off or turn your life on. Like your social media accounts, they will control that as well. You've been a bad boy, you've been a bad girl, pap. I'm gonna turn your social media off for this amount of time. Right now they already, yeah, okay, we're not gonna let you go live for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Oh, that's just the beginning. Just wait till everything is connected. This is the mark of the beast system. And not only that, they're gonna say, we're gonna make it to where you don't even need passwords. Right, they're doing that now. They said, we're gonna make it to where you don't even need passwords anymore. We're gonna make it easy for you, convenient. We're just gonna put it all in this. Maybe it's a chip, maybe it's a tattoo. They got tattoos now that can play music and stuff like that. And they put it in your right hand or in your forehead. You plug to the board. You walk into the building, it knows your name, they speak to you and all this type of stuff. You don't need to, you pay for stuff just like that. Biometrics. Nanotech. Yeah, we can detox the nano. We can detox the nano with the zeolites. retina, that might be what's in the forehead, Adam G. Because you got to put your forehead on something. So stuff is happening. They have this technology already. They just haven't merged it yet with the currency, with the crypto. And since it just so happens that now's the time that all fiats are flaking out, starting to die, guess what? They're not going to bring out a new fiat. Well, they are, but it's not going to be paper. Going all digital, baby. Zio. So actually, I have some zeolites as well. So they're gonna, everything is gonna be linked to one thing. Everything is gonna be linked to one thing. The chip or whatever it is. And it's gonna be in your body. You're gonna be a part of the board. You're gonna be just a computer. They already have chips, computer chips. And this was done during President's O's, where they put brain cells on it and they know how to link the two together, chips and brain cells. And so I believe they're at the point now to where if you want to learn a foreign language, and you have that chip in your brain, you can just download it. Like, oh, I want to learn Italian. Download it, and then you just start speaking. Blah, 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 blah. Merge with the board. Yeah, you're welcome. So there is going to be tempting to people to want to be super, to want to be better, to have the edge. That's why people take steroids and all this type of stuff. They're going to be like, yeah, this is like steroids, but better. You know, you'll be able to do this, you'll be able to do that. But see, you don't want to do that. You don't want to. If you take the mark of the beast, you know, a lot of people say it's only one unforgivable sin. They say one unforgivable sin, and that's blaspheming the Holy Ghost, right? Because Jesus himself said, he who blasphemes the Holy Ghost, it won't be forgiven you in this lifetime or in the next, the world to come. But it also says in Revelation, whoever take the mark of the beast is going to hell. It says it's not forgivable. You're not going to be forgiven. It shall not be forgiven you if you take the mark of the beast. You're right, Sarah Evans. Also, the flu. The flu is attributed to the nano. A lot of times you just have the symptoms. You don't have the flu. So you need to detox. Yeah, exactly. They have a chip also that can, it's like telepathy. They do telepathy. Put the chip in the monkey and he telepathy to another monkey. Yes, we're there. They got these systems already. This is the last step. You know what the last step is of the New World Order plan? Erase the borders. Don't you see them doing that now? Or at least trying. Get rid of the, because if it's going to be a New World Order, it's a one world government. That means one world church, right? So that's the coexist stuff. That's where all of them, come on, everybody just come into the same church, whatever God you worship, come into here, we're all going to pray at the same time. One world church. One world, so that's basically one world religion, one world government, and that's the United Nations. That's the United Nations. They got international law, right? They got International Criminal Court, ICC. They got the Interpol, it's the International Police, you see, which supersedes your national stuff. And Also, and this is what they're saying. They said, well, if we merge all the armies into one, we'll never have to worry about having another war again. It'll be nah, man. Because he was saying, he was talking about the migrants, and he was supporting Trump. They shut him up. They shut him up. And they said it's them words, he can't say them words no more. He can go to prison. You can't talk about borders. You can't talk about migrants. All that's considered migrant speech. It's like you go to prison for that under the new UN charter. See, so far we're protected because we're in the U.S. Trump hadn't signed on to it. Actually, Obama had, or well, somebody before Trump had already, but Trump pulled us out of it. But they're going to force it on us. They send in 15. Well, guys, let me go on and close it out for now. I don't want to make this too long. But I'll tell you this. Prepping is a lifestyle. It's just being prepared, preparedness, right? Just because something didn't happen on this date or that date, we don't know what happened. They're not going to tell us. Just because you didn't see what happened. I know that's right, John Galley. So we just need to be prepared for whatever, because there's too many strange anomalies happening right now. And I believe these people are going to the underground bunkers because something is about to happen. And like I always say, make sure you're right with God, because that's just going to be between you and God. And whatever he puts on your heart to prepare for, to store up, or whatever, however you're going to do it, be ready for, do it. I know that's right, Rebecca Davis. Q said, don't prep because the black eye is going to save you. I'm telling you, that's that black goo, man. Anyway, this is your host, Brian Anthony. I got to say it again because they cut the name out a lot of times. Brian Anthony. Ronald Richardson, they're shutting down today. That's what I started the show with. They're shutting down if his deal is not made. You can see it on the replay, though. Brian Anthony, Beyond Babbitt, over and out with the left, with the right. Love y'all. Peace and blessings.